And I love that book by Lou Holtz too. I mean, I'll read any kind of football book, but Winning Every Day it's hilarious. He's a fantastic speaker, and you see it in
Yeah.
his writing. But wouldn't it have been great if some teacher in high school, instead of assigning a separate piece by John Knowles, said, "Hey, what do you want to read as well? Oh, you want to read some football books? Well, here's a book on Lamar Jackson. Here's a book on Tom Brady." That's what it. When I was in high school, I had a teacher, and she made us read The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And no offense to the Nathaniel Hawthorne fans out there, the book is about Hester Prynne, and she commits adultery, so she's forced to wear an A on her chest. And I raised my hand and I asked my teacher if I could wear a B on my chest because I was so bored reading that book. And
Yeah.
the happiest day of my life, besides my wedding day, was when I got my PhD. My wife asked, "Why are you so happy?" I'm like, "Because from now on, I pick the books." And that's really the first strategy for everybody listening there is, let the kid choose what they want to read. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter if you read James Joyce or James and the Giant Peach. People who read more read better. The little boy who only reads Captain Underpants is going to be a better reader than the little boy who refuses to read anything. Captain Underpants is the gateway drug to Shakespeare, but you got to get the kid hooked first. I mean, when I
Yeah.
was teaching second grade, I had a little boy, Kiara, and Kiara's first grade teacher told me, "Kiara don't know nothing." I'm like, "Well, thank you for that." Well, Kiara, who don't know nothing, comes into my class one day. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Stell, you see Barkley last night? He had 18 points and 16 boards." I'm like, "Thank you, Kiara," because from that point forward, every day after lunch, I'd sit Kiara on my lap and we'd read the LA Times sports page. And guess what, Aswan? By the end of the year, Kiara was one of my best readers. I mean, no, he wasn't reading like this highbrow literature, but he had gotten interested in reading through sports. And I know that's going to transfer into the reading he's forced to do the rest of his life. So that's a very long answer to a short question.
It's very important that you said that because one of the things I actually do talk about in my latest book, Transferring D1, is the source in which the material is coming from.